Hello everyone, this is Bigalski.
And this is JTB.
And this is Path of the Master Ninja 3. Or what? Yeah, Phase 3. Path of the Master Ninja Phase 3. I'm like, yeah, there's all kinds of words out there. So, good buddy JTB, quest for 50 million, yada yada yada. This one right here.
This mission can go to hell.
I found here, if you just ran straight forward, don't change your weapons just yet until you get like a few steps in. And because if you change the weapons and started doing something, they would redirect. I mean, at least that's what happened to me. But you could actually go straight to this spot and not have to worry about it. Now that was done because I knew the guy was coming, but I think I was trying to get the archer guy.
Yeah.
But see, now I'm already in a bad position because Masakado is kind of separated from this guy, and then he's in a bad position. I'm lucky he didn't shoot me. Now, the goal, of course, is to try to get as many one-hit UTs as you can, not hitting Masakado to damage him, take the archers off. You know, maybe I could have charged the full UT, collected that with essence. You know, there's a lot of this is, if you want a really good score, you're going to have to play pretty perfect. See, that's not very good right there.
Like, I'm trying to remember, because this is one of the few missions I really grinded for to get the high score, and I think I fell short by, 20 points on Platinum. Because Kel has the high score now. But before, Platinum held this for forever, like literally forever. He had
12
or
13 years.
So long. Yeah. And I got, if I remember rightly, I think you can get 6 one-hit UTs on Masakado for every wave of horses. So, bare minimum, like, you should be getting 18 UTs before you dismount Masakado. You can get 3 to 4 one-hit UTs on, like, the regular horsemen that are with him. So that's like, 6 to 8 UTs per wave of horses. So, on the, perfect run, the amazing run, in theory, you could get anywhere from, 36 UTs to 40 UTs before you even dismount Masakado. Like, when you dismount Masakado and spawn his last set of minions. Good luck getting that. Because manipulating these enemies is, like, I highly recommend everyone go and watch Kel's video of this, because he just showed how to do it. It is so difficult to do. Like, you really have to know how these horses work, just inside and out. And even if you do, if you get a bad pattern, if you just get a bad spawn, or a bad, like, attack pattern, you'll never get it. Like, you'll have to restart, because you do not have the time to, mess around and reposition them constantly. You have to be on point and, getting those UTs.
See, that was kind of bad. Now I'm in a bad position. So, I mean, I just, that's the bad part about getting in a bad position. I'm not worried about really getting the UTs all that much. This is just kind of a playthrough. Okay, let me see what I get. How do I do? Let's see if I beat my average. I mean, I should beat my average because I'm not really farming. Or I didn't farm in my other missions compared to this. But once we get back to the one-hit UTs, see, I'm trying to listen for Masakado because I surely don't want to hit him with a ton of lunar UTs or, hits from the UT. Just to get these extra couple points. But there's no point in using a UT or using that for a UT if you don't have to. So no. See, I like being over here. See, I got on the other side of that stone earlier, and that kind of takes away the timing of when you want to release here. So, see, again, I know I need to move. When he goes to that corner right there, he takes one step and then starts to take a second step. That's when you want to release that UT. And when he goes to the other side over by the archer, as soon as he steps down, that's when you want to release the T, or for the UT. Now, since I'm closer here by the rock, that throws that timing off a little bit. So I think I end up getting a couple hits, especially when he goes over by the archer. See right here. See, this is kind of bad. I knew that was going to be bad, so I released.
Yeah, that's really smart. What you want to do, when you're in this position, when he kind of reels his horse back, as soon as the horse's, like, front legs touch the ground, that's more or less when you want to release. If you get here,
this
angle's a little bit longer, so this, and you can see the camera angle there, kind of screwed you over. Ideally, like if you are going to be going for max on here, you need, no exaggeration, like you need to be able to do this blindfolded. Like you need to be able to just listen and think, okay, like the horse hit me, I blocked it, I'm now going to charge, I know where he is, I know where he's going to be, I can now release. Like if you can get to the point where you can do this without looking at Masakado, like that's kind of where you need to be at to get the high score for this, because it is, just can't stress enough like how brutal it is on that time.
Now listen for whenever they whinny, because that's when the horses are usually turning. I think there's a spot up here where every now and then they won't whinny and they'll just turn. And I think that I end up getting a ton of hits on Masakado, which I didn't want to get. And again, I should have collected one of those. You know, if you want to really kind of eke out those little points here. You know, maybe with the benediction. I think I released too early here. Yeah. So this is kind of tedious, especially because of the camera angle that you have to get sometimes. But if you're going for score,
I mean, this is really good though so far. I mean, you're at like what, 139, but yeah, you're at 139 at 300 seconds though, because this is a perfect example of one of those missions where you can get stubborn with your UTs and think, no, I'm going to get my UTs.
I didn't want to hit him there. I tried to hit that.
He's targeting Masakado.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then before you know it, you can think, I'm in great shape. Like I'm at 200k UTs, and you look at your time, and you're at 900 seconds, and you think, oh shit.
Right.
Like I'm out of time, basically.
I tried to switch over to the explosive arrows because if I could hit a couple of the horse guys, you know, then maybe I can knock them off. Because if you can get a UT, it'll knock them off the horses.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, so,
and it has such a massive area of effect that, like, the odds of you hitting, 2 horses, like, it's pretty good. Like, you have to be quite unlucky to not land it on more than one horse.
Boy, that really messed me up one right there. That was,
yeah.
And then, of course, I jumped to the wrong direction, and then you try to get stubborn with it. And if I'd released a little bit early, maybe would have gone out over the field and, maybe connected a guy. Because you always want your UT to try to hit one of the horses. And as you can see, because Masakado blocks it.
Yeah, it's really good that he actually does block it. Can you imagine how hard this would be if he didn't block your UT?
Right.
Like, if you could just nail him with a UT every now and then. He does have quite a bit of health. With that said, but he doesn't have enough to just kind of take UTs over and over again.
Well, that hurt me too, hitting that wall right there. And see that? Oh man, that was a killer right there too.
Yeah.
So there's
watching this back, like, and having recently played this on Sigma, I cannot believe this Archer. This Archer has been on the moonshine. I'm telling you, he's been on. Like, because he's just not hitting you, like, hardly at all.
I thought it was my stellar positioning. Look at that, I kill a bunch of them.
That was
right
really
there.
good, yeah. But yeah, I played this recently on Sigma, and we talked about it in a couple of Sigma videos that, there's some NGO4 stuff that's seemingly in there, and the Archers are definitely one of those.
So stupid that I used that much damage with the Lunar. I should have used the chucks. I should have collected the essence and did some other things. Because there's
I'd say in that situation, I'd say the Lunar's actually better, to be honest. The Lunar's UT is quite weak at level 2. Whereas, like, not every hit connected on him. Whereas, if you win past him and hit him with the nunchucks, like, the entire nunchuck UT would hit him. And that'd probably do more damage overall than the Lunar.
So there's a total of 16 guys here.
Oh, that was unlucky.
Yeah, I know. So now it's like, oh crap. So let me
now Masakado can one-shot you.
Now and then that happens.
Oh, that was really unlucky. That was a real shame. If you'd have got those last few guys and a few more UTs, that could have been 900k easy.
Yeah, so I missed out on killing out of 4 guys. I'm telling you, Kel's video, he manipulates them so good. and then I think he scores 1 million. I mean, I'm 200.
Yeah, he breaks 1 million. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does.
Yeah. So as you can see, not getting 3 or 4 extra hits on Masakado while he's on the horse prevents me from getting 3 or 4 extra UTs in the mission each time. And the UTs are worth, because of the multiplier, 12,500. So again, if I kill a couple other guys, those are worth what? They're 1,000 each times the multiplier.
Kills are worth 3,000 apiece in mission mode. So 7,500 like end game.
Right.
Per
so
kill.
A couple more UTs, or if I was able to knock the guys off, like JTB said, I could be close to 900,000. I wouldn't have to play this shit again. I mean, I did beat.
I think
I beat the average, and I will say the average is based on stuff from 12 years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that I beat the average by. It looks like I did so great over the average, but back then people were still learning some of these tricks.
Yeah, like manipulating the horse. I think it was like using the one hit Lunar UT. I mean, it now it's kind of an obvious strategy, isn't it? You think, oh yeah, of course you do that. But when that was first kind of shown, that was one of the early things that really like skyrocketed a lot of karma scores, because just that one hit is so weak. It does so little damage. And, if you get to the point where you can do it consistently, like on zombies, on horsemen, on
Ishtaros.
On Ishtaros, like you get so many more points out of those encounters. You just really have to put in the time to, get that timing down, because it can be quite tricky on certain enemies.
Well, once I started playing it and I finished it, and I saw, I saw my score, and I'm like, well, because I didn't know what my average was going into it, I didn't look. I said, well, I'll have to replay this again. And then when I came over, it says, wow, I beat the average by 54,000 points in that mission. I said, well, hell, I'm going to take that. And I'm not sure, maybe later on, I might go back and try to clean up some of these. But the purpose of this whole series is to just, break 50 million. And so right now, I got my average, time to move on. So that's it for this video. Again, one hit Lunar UTs, smoke bomb manipulation. Then of course you got to worry about if you get lucky or unlucky. I got unlucky in a couple spots, other than some bad play in some spots. But again, all of that affects the score by quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, guys, we appreciate it. We'll see you in the next series, or the next phase, whatever we'll see you in. We'll see you.
The next mission.
Yeah, there you go.
Catch you next time, guys.
I'm already struggling here. Okay, take care, everyone.